Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm so excited because today our Escalation campaign is going to be started. As you're well aware, if you have watched our previous videos, I will fight with my newly painted Lizardmen. In the last month I painted up 400 points of Lizardmen, as you can see here, all by my own, which was partially really frustrating, especially the 24 kings. But I think it really paid off, and the Saurus warriors are also, in my opinion, very nicely painted. And as mentioned, today we start our Escalation campaign, and the opponent will be a horde of undead, the vampire counts, which try to invade Lustria in order to retrieve a body of a former vampire lord, which have been lost in a expedition a long time ago. Just a few rules which we agreed before we start our Escalation campaign. As mentioned before, we start at 400 points today, and each other battle will allow the players to add 100 points to their total army cost. So the next battle will be 500 points, then 600 points, up to a maximum value of 1000 points. To make things a little bit more interesting, we decided that the winner of each battle will gain additional 20 points, which he is allowed to spend on magic items, magic weapons, and so on and so forth. And even the loser will gain 10 points for magic items, that he doesn't fall behind in a severe manner. So I think that were the basic rules for Escalation campaign. Maybe we write it down in the comments below that you can check it if you want maybe to replay this type of Escalation campaign. And yeah, we will be back in a minute with the presentation of our armies. One more minute before we present our armies. One additional rule. Both armies are allowed to swap 25% of their actual point costs for the coming battle. So maybe you can remove a regiment and instead field other troop types. This rule was inspired by Traveling Dice, another great channel. Be sure to like them and comment them after you watched our video. Okay, up to the army presentation. These are my exactly 400 points of Lizardmen. The army is led by a Saurus car veteran called Azet alox, who was called by the Slan in order to defend the coasts and shores of Lustria, because it was predicted that the undead hordes will come ashore soon. He is accompanied by 3 regiments of trustful troops. First, the Saurus warriors, a total of 10 warriors with no command and equipped as described in the army book, meaning hand weapons and shields. Both of the Saurus type troops are cold-blooded, which means they can roll 3d6 for leadership tests and remove the highest dice value. And both they are predatory, meaning they have to chase enemy troops, except if there is a skink character within 6 inch, but today there is no skink character. Then I've got 24 skinks. They are also equipped with hand weapons and shields and javelins. and they're also cold-blooded, but not predatory.
Wow, and you've painted all of the army yourself.
Really pain to paint. Okay, and last but not least, one salamander. Which has a lot of special rules. The most important, he is able to use his breath as a flamethrower. So you have to roll an artillery dice and see how far the flame template travels. And if you roll a misfire, then D3 of the skinks are eaten by the salamander instead. And if all skinks are removed, then you have to roll on the monster reaction table what happens with the lone salamander. But hopefully this will not happen in today's battle. Okay, you see a really small army, exactly 400 points. Hopefully they will be suffice to repel the invaders of Lustria.
Okay, and here are my 400 points of vampire counts. Alex allowed me to use. These are his beautiful models. I'm not sure if my choice is okay against this interesting new opponent, because I've sacrificed all of my hard-hitting units. I've sacrificed the vampire, I've sacrificed the grave guard. All I've got left is one to begin with. A hero choice, my Necromancer Norbert von Kleinschmitt, naughty Necromancer Norbert. And he's no magic items at all, just 65 points, plus 35 points for level 2, Law of Vampires, so it's exactly 100 points. And I was kind of unlucky. I would have preferred some spell which allows me to shoot doing D4 hits or stuff like that as a replacement for the missing vampire, because the rest of my army can't even shoot. Okay, these are rather protective stuff. At least one of them allows me to hit a little better with the unit chosen. Okay, and then I've got 4 units left, all of them choices from the core section. First of all, I've got 10 crypt ghouls, but just regular ghouls, no crypt ghost. At exactly 100 points, I've got 5 dire wolves without a doom wolf, slavering charge, undead, vanguard, whereas the others had poison attacks. The wolves are only 40 points, and I've got 20 skeleton warriors, 5 points each, not even a command section included, so just 20 times 5 points at 100 points. And I've got my last unit are the zombies, 20 of them at 3 points each. I think there wasn't even a leader choice for them. Maybe a musician, maybe Stamper, I don't know. But I just wrote down 20 times 3 points, 60 points, so it's exactly 400 points.
Ready for a rumble in the jungle. Welcome to Lustria, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen. Both forces have been deployed. To be honest, it wasn't that much to deploy. My Saurus regiment, including the Scar veteran, as the army commander, my skinks and my salamander. I finished first with deploying, so I receive a +1 for commencing the battle, and on the opposite side, on coming directly from the shores of Lustria, are the undead hordes of the vampire counts, with the skeletons, the zombies, the ghouls and the dire wolves, and I think the necromancer is hiding inside the zombie
regiment. I tried to move him towards the middle of my deployment zone, which might prove disastrous, of course, in cases of miscasts.
Okay, let's roll for the beginning. I've got a 5. You as well, so once again. I got a 4. You got a 3. Okay, so the Lizardmen will start the battle in their first ever match. Okay guys, the Lizardmen moved towards the enemy horde. The Saurus was marched, where the salamander and the skinks only walked slightly towards the enemy. And now my skinks, we measure the distance. 9 skinks are able to, or try to throw their javelins at the direwolves. Because of their movement and the distance and the wood and so on and so forth, they all hit on 6s. So 9 times hitting on 6+. So 1 hit.
And it's special because they've got poison as well.
Ah, okay.
So I think this is an auto kill, or isn't it?
So I don't need to roll strange toughness because of the poison attacks. So you can make an armor save, but I
they don't have armor saves, so 1 should be dead.
So 1 direwolf is impaled by the javelin. Okay. That's the end of my first turn, because there is no magic phase, of course, and no close combat yet.
So that's the end of the movement phase of my first turn. As you can see, I tried to get them out of the arc of fire of the small Lizardmen, whereas the others advanced. The crypt ghouls marched, as did the skeletons. And they just followed a little, behind. Some 2 inches maybe. And now, as I can't shoot and there are no close combats yet to be fought, it's time for magic. Let's see, 4 dice I can channel. No, 4 dice for me, 2 for alox. And I think I'll use 3 of them on the invocation of Nehek.
Come on, miscard.
And the other one, well, let's see, would only be 5+. Maybe I'll try the last dice on the other one. Ooh. Okay, 6, 4, 10, 11 plus 3, 13.
So I can't dispel it because I can only roll 12 at a maximum. Because
but you could have 2 d6s. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No. So I've got invocation of Nehek, and this means I'll get another 2d6 plus 2 zombies, and I'll try my last dice on Dance Macabre. I need 6, only 5.
Okay, we'll fill up the zombies.
Yeah.
And I think that's the end of your...
That's not much. It's only 3 plus 2 is 5. And that's it. Okay, guys.
Second turn of the Lizardmen. My whole army marched towards the enemy. I should rather walked towards the enemy and no marching movement so far. Thus my salamander is now in a position to threat the undead horde with his flamethrower. So I positioned the flame template, and now I have to roll the artillery dice, and as mentioned before, if I roll a misfire, then D3 of the handlers, of the skink handlers, will be eaten up by the salamander. Okay, let's check the result of the artillery dice. Okay, it's 6 inches.
Yeah.
So the flame template travels 6 inches. I say maybe those are not hit.
So it's, I'd say 3 by... 3 by 4 is 12, minus 2, let's say 10 are hit. Huh?
Only 10, are you sure?
You only have because the 3 of them without these.
You have to look from above.
Okay. So let's roll for them. So it's 12.
12. Okay, and the flamethrower has flame effects, but I think it doesn't affect your unit because they're not made out of wood or have regeneration.
Yeah.
So just I will hit them with a strength value of 4.
And I've got 3, so it's on 3s.
Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8 skeletons
At -1.
are flamed.
Okay, I've got a 6+ save left.
8 times.
1, 3, 8. No, not a single one, that's bad. Okay, so the last rank.
I think remove them
5.
after the shooting phase. Just position the dice that we know we have to remove 8 of them.
And
Or we remove them.
on we go. Yeah.
Okay, then my skinks try to use their javelins.
Yeah.
And I think they will also target maybe the skeletons. Because they're already thinned out. And let's say the first 3 ranks can hit them.
Okay.
So 6, 12, 18 in total. And because they can shoot fast with their javelins, they don't receive the -1 hit modifier.
Okay.
Because of their movement. So it's only for the distance. So no, that's I think 6 plus. Okay. So 6 up to hit. So 4 of them.
Yeah.
And because they're poison attacks, I don't need to roll a strength toughness roll. Although it's interesting to poison bones. But
and they are strings.
they only have the strength as the bearer, so meaning strength 3.
Okay. So it's no minus, it's 5.
Okay, 2
of them. 2 are dead.
Okay, so at least 10 skeletons dead, but I think you can revive them in your
I hope so.
phase. Okay, but that's the end of my phase because there is no hand-to-hand combat.
So that's the end of my second movement phase. Doesn't look well. They couldn't advance. They've just reformed in order to face the rear of the skinks. Both of these charged their opponents, but 3 of them died because of the lack of the armor due to the stand and shoot reaction of the skinks. That's really bad. I would have needed their attacks. So there have only been 10 of them, and they desperately try to defend or to do something good for the army commander, for our Necromancer Norbert von Kleinschmitt. Okay, luckily I've got the magic phase first. So 10 dice.
That's good for you.
6 for Alex and...
Can channel? No.
No, nearly. Okay.
But you got 10 dice in total, not 8.
Yep, and I'll try to use the maximum 6 dice I'm allowed to use out of my 10 for invocation in order to get these back and hope that Alex
a triple miscast.
And hope that Alex won't manage his.
Then you have to roll how many you get back. I think it's D6 for those and 2D6 for those.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, we've got, it's a little better. Now we've got 9 additional zombies, although they won't help against the larger Lizardmen and even my army commander.
Maybe just put the dice at
won't help much. And then we've got for our cryptals, they're really important. Okay. 4, that's great.
Filled up.
But only up to the maximum, so only 3 will come back. And then we'll get D6 plus 2 skeletons. That's bad. That's not even a full rank, just 4 of them.
I put them.
But at least something. Okay, and now I've got 4. Oh, let's do the result of the miscast first. I just roll. The lower, the worse. It's 8.
Okay.
8, it's probably some kind of blast.
Okay, each wizard receives a strange fix-it, and the amount of dice is reduced by 1d6. So you've got 4 dice left, so it's reduced by 5, so you have no dice left, and you receive a strange fix-it.
Strength 6 versus toughness 4. It's probably on 2s. Yeah, so it's 1 wound for me.
I've got 2 wounds, I think.
Yeah, and I think I might even, because having cast successfully.
But I think you can't negate this wound in this turn. I think
the wizard
can receive another additional wound, but it's the effect of the spell. You have to do it before the miscast.
Okay.
So you can't negate this wound which you just received now.
Or another friendly model, but I think they refer to a friendly character. Otherwise, I'd add another one over there.
You can add.
Because I've
the full rank.
Okay.
Okay, that's the end of your magic phase because you have no dice left. And we can start with the close combat phase. Okay, where do you want to start?
I'd like to start with my crypt ghouls.
Okay, I've got initiative of 4 this kings.
I've got an initiative of 3, so you strike first.
Okay,
so 2 ranks of them.
12 skinks. The weapon skill of only 2.
I've got 3.
So hitting on 4s. A lot of 1s and 2s. Okay, 5 hits with a strength of 3 versus your toughness of 4.
There was 1 6, so it's poison, I think. Or
but
only
I think they have to fight with their hand weapon now in close combat and not with their
special ones. So you've got 5 times.
5 strength 3 versus toughness 4 is 5 plus to wound. So 2 killed.
2 are dead. Oh, that's lucky.
Oh, it's not bad.
Only 13 attacks coming back. 2, 1, 2 to 10 first. Weapon skill 3 versus your weapon skill of
2 is 3s, hitting on 3s. That's not bad. Ooh.
And I've got another 3.
Incredible.
So these should be 9. Yeah, 9. And another 3. 10.
10 hits in total.
10 hits at strength 3 versus your toughness.
But you rolled at least 1 6 for poison attack.
So it's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. So 9 times 3 versus 2.
So rolling on 3s again. Okay, so 5 or 6. 6 wounds in total, and you've got a strength of
only 3. So you've got your regular save.
So I've got my normal. They have scaly skin, 6 up, plus a shield is a 5 plus armor save. But they can't use their shield to parry because they're wearing the javelins.
Okay. So
6 times 5
6 times 5 plus.
So none is saved.
Okay.
So the last rank is completely.
And fear, we forgot fear because I cause fear. Let's not forget it when we do the other one because it might decrease your weapon skill. So I've charged. I've killed 6 of them. So I've got 8. But you have killed 2 and have got 2 ranks. So it's a difference of 4.
Okay, so I need a double 1 to hold the line, but on 3 dice, so maybe the probability is a little bit better. No, okay, they will run. Do you chase?
Yeah, I'll do so.
I think you have to. The
Probably.
I think they can't hold back. Okay, they will run 7 inches.
And I'll pursue. 3.
Okay. No, I have to move this back. Okay, 7 and to pursue 3.
Yep.
Should be a distance of 4. Yeah. Two. Oh my god, my little skinks. Okay, they are fleeing the battlefield.
So now we've got the other one. But I think you are going first because the skeletons don't have great initiative.
No, I don't think
the
so.
The skeletons only got an initiative of 2.
Okay, then my army commander strikes first because he has an initiative of 3, but the Saurus warriors only have an initiative of 1.
Okay.
So my army commander, then your
first
warriors, and then my skinks. Not my skinks, my Saurus warriors. Okay, he got 4 attacks with a weapon skill of 5.
And I've got
2. Okay.
So it's on 3s.
So he will hit on 3s.
And strength toughness. Probably strength 4 or 5. 5 against my 3 is
plus
2s.
Oh.
So 4 should be dead.
Minus 2.
Because you've. Oh no, I've got.
Minus 2. So you can't save.
I've got
I
parries.
Save. Yeah,
4 times. 4 times on 6s.
Oh,
because I've got a regular hand weapons only.
Yeah. Okay, 2 skeletons down. Now you have 10 skeletons.
Yeah.
To hit his Saurus warriors.
I've got a weapon skill of 2, and you've got
weapon skill of 3.
So on 4s, first time of them. That's really bad. 1 and so 5 in total. And they are strength 5 versus your toughness 4 is on 5s.
That's actually 3.
Yeah, 3 versus your toughness 4.
Okay, yeah. So 2 of them.
But you've got 2. Think 4 plus.
Scaly skin 5 plus and a shield.
So it's on 4s.
It's 4 plus 2 times. No, 1 is down.
Yeah. But you've got when you got a shield.
I can use
parry.
Okay, then I've got a total of 9 left, but I have 2 attacks.
Yeah.
So 2, 4, 6, 8 from the front rank, and 5 from the second rank. That's supporting attacks with a weapon skill of 3 versus 2.
So they're much better than the Grave God because they've got the same toughness,
3 plus,
similar armor,
hit.
And even double attacks.
Oh, that's good. And they have strength 4 versus toughness 3 is 3 plus 2 kill. Wound. Okay, only 5 wounds.
And the strengths 4. Okay, so I've got 6 pluses. 4.
5 times?
5? 5 times 6 plus followed by 6 plus. 1 and 4 shield parries. So 3 are dead. And the rest will crumble probably. Okay, I've charged and dealt you 1 wound. But you've dealt 5 wounds, so there's both of us have got a rank.
Yeah.
So
1 by 3, so 3 more skeletons crumble.
But at least they remain. Yeah, I was lucky.
Okay.
But I don't have any units capable of inflicting wounds on your main unit. Only if the crit ghouls maybe got to them from behind, but strings.
Okay, that's
enough.
The end of your second turn. Okay guys, back on my third turn, my skinks managed to rally, thankfully, and reformed in order to face the coming ghouls.
Crit ghouls.
My Saurus remained in close combat. They have to, of course, and my salamander moved slightly in this direction and is positioned in this way in order to use his flamethrower. Once again, there's no magic phase, so we go on to the shooting phase with my flamethrower. Oh, it's a misfire. Then I have to roll. D3 handlers are killed, probably. So 2 of them are dead. Okay, so 1 left, so no harm to you. And next time I really have to decide if I will shoot again or maybe even charge with the salamander. He's not such a beast in close combat, of course, but maybe
he might tip the balance even through a flank charge.
Okay, that was the shooting, and then we continue with our
close combat.
So my Scar veteran strikes first, hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s. Oh, that's bad. Only 1 wound.
And I've got 1 parry.
Shield save.
No,
okay, 1 skeleton dead. Then you strike back with your 6 skeletons.
My weakness with 2 versus your 3 is on 4s.
4 up. So 3 hits.
But they're only strength 3
Wounding
versus your toughness 4 is on 5s, and then you've got
no wound. Okay, then I've got my Saurus warriors, which will hit with a total of 8 attacks from the front rank and 5 attacks supporting from the second rank. And they have a weapon skill of 3 versus 2 is hitting on 3s. Okay, that looks good. And the strength of 4 will wound on 3s. Okay, 2, 4, 6 wounds.
Okay, so we've got 6 times 6.
Armor save?
Yep.
Oh, Marcus.
3 of them, and just wait for my 3 shield parries.
3 shield parries.
But I think they might crumble nevertheless.
Okay, so 3 more down.
So, and I think the rest will crumble, because there's a difference of 4 plus your rank is 5. But, we forgot it once more. Normally, they would have had to take a fear test. Because if they had if they hadn't passed the fear test, they would have had a weapon skill of 1. Okay.
Okay, and now the question. I think I can reform now, because I've won the combat.
Maybe facing the crypt ghouls, because they're about to slaughter the skinks in my next turn.
Zombies, because
but I'm next. I can flee or move away from them or move into their flank.
So I will decide it, and you will see it at the beginning of Marcus' 3rd turn.
My 3rd turn, and Alex is nearly capable of killing my army commander, Norbert, the Necromancer. But at least both of my charges found their target, the skinks. And we can go on with the magic phase. I hope to be able to cast something or anything at all in order to negate the wound done. And I can channel, but I've got 9 and Alex has got 6. And I think I'll use all dice allowed, all 6 of them.
But if you roll a miscast and receive another wound, then you will be slain.
Then I'm dead, but at least I've tried it. Okay, 6 dice on. Let's do the next stuff.
Okay. Then I try to negate it, dispel it, with all my dice. 10, 16, 22.
That's far higher.
Okay.
And then I'll use my remaining 3 dice to do the other one. Dance Macabre won't help much, because I can only target units within 12 inches. So, okay, they might benefit, maybe, if I'm lucky. Yep. So they may re-roll. They may re-roll their 2 wound No, I'm sorry.
It's
It's
a
to hit
rolls, I think.
or to wound.
To hit.
It's to hit rolls.
That's not bad.
And by succeeding, which I do, I'm lucky, I can negate the wound, so I'm back to 2. Pooh. Was daring, but I've succeeded for the moment. Yeah. Okay, so let's go on with close combats. I'd like to do the dogs first.
Okay.
4 of them, and I think they are not that bad. The die wolves have got an initiative of 3.
I've got 4, so I strike first. Okay, the dogs want to start. Okay, then the 6 skinks from the back row.
Okay.
With a weapon skill of 2.
And I've got a weapon skill of 3.
So hitting on force. So 2 of them. Strength 3 versus, I think, toughness 3.
3 is on force.
4 plus, so 1 dog is slain.
Okay. And fear tests? For your skills, because all of my units equals fear?
Yeah, passed.
Okay.
It's really good to roll 3d6 for your leadership-based tests.
And now I've got my 3s. I've got a weapon skill of 3.
Versus 2 is 3 plus to hit. So 1 hit.
And I've got a strength of 4 when charging.
Okay, then 1.
At -1. And you can't use your shield, I think. If you
5 plus armor save, so 6 plus?
Yeah.
No. And I can't use my shield. Okay.
So the first one is dead, but not that
Then
successful.
The front rank.
I'm glad I didn't try to front charge them in the beginning of the game. Would have been a massacre. Yeah.
Right.
And now I've got 1, 2, 5, 10, 11.
Okay, then with my 2 ranks I attack the ghouls.
Okay.
Weapon skill 2 versus
3. So it's
4
only on
plus to
force.
hit. Oh, it would help if I even would slay 1 or 2 of them.
So you've got 2 poisons.
And no,
So
they have fight with the hand.
Okay.
And they have only a strength of 3 versus
Toughness 4 is on 5.
plus to wound. Come on, little skinks. 2 of them. It's not bad.
No, it's probably enough. Yeah. Now I've only got 8 dice.
Yeah. But you can re-roll 8 hit rolls.
Yeah. I've got weapon skill of 3 versus your 2.
3 is to wound. And 2 poison attacks. And you can re-roll your... Okay.
So now we've got 2 poison and they are strength 3 versus your toughness
2.
2. Yeah.
So 2 more.
No, all of them. Oh.
No, 3 versus 2 is 3
So
plus.
normally it's 4. Now it's okay.
So 4 wounds.
Yeah.
Okay. With a strength of 3, so I have 5 up armor save. Ooh. And a shield save. No. So 1 more skink down.
Yeah.
So I think you won maybe because you charged.
I charged
From the bag, I think you got 2 dice from the bag. You killed 2 skinks.
and you did.
I did 3 wounds.
And you've got 1 rank.
1 rank. So I lose by 1.
Yeah.
So I've got only a leadership of 4.
Ah.
Let's see what happens. Oh, I managed it.
Okay.
It was vital for the skinks. Ooh. Okay. Then that's the end of your 3rd turn, I think.
Yep.
Okay guys, the 4th turn of the Lizardmen, and we are still in the movement phase at the beginning. And you can see my Saurus warriors see at least a few zombies in their front arc of view, so I'm able to charge the zombies in the flank, which I will do.
So that's the blight of Invocation of Neg.
8
If
plus,
I hadn't summoned models back then.
so they will successfully charge.
Yeah.
My salamander moves, I think, 6 inch in this direction. in order to threaten the ghouls or the direwolves if they manage to kill the skinks if I'm unlucky. And yeah, that's the end of my movement phase. No magic phase, no shooting phase. Let's start with the
combat
phase. Okay, I think let's start with the skinks.
Yeah, let's roll over there.
4 skinks. So my 2 ranks in front will attack the ghouls.
Okay.
And the 4 skinks in the back will attack the direwolves. Weapon skill 2 versus, I think the direwolves have 3, so they will hit on 4s. Okay, 2 hit. And there was strength of 3 versus toughness 3, wounding on 4s, so no wound cost.
Okay.
And I think your direwolves are next. 3
Let's
times.
just roll. Okay, one of them hit for sure.
Strength toughness 3 plus, yeah. Because I've only have a toughness of 3.
You have got.
So I've got my normal armor save.
Okay.
But no shield save. So 1. Skink is killed. And then the 2 front ranks will
go first.
Put their attacks into the ghouls, will hit on 4s. And will wound on 5s. So only 2.
Okay. Oh, but that's enough.
Then
so
you strike back with the ghouls 4 times.
You have to do a fear test, I think. Oh. Okay.
Should I re-roll the 2 hit dice? Because I've only done a weapon skill of 1.
What's the difference between 1 and your weapon skill?
What have you for weapon skill? 3.
I've got 3.
Then I will only hit instead of 4s on 5s.
Okay.
So let's maybe... You can decide. If you accept your 2 casualties or I roll again.
Let's roll it again, because in case of them it's really a great difference.
Okay, so hitting on 5s this time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Come on.
And strength toughness on
5s as well. So 2 wounds as before. Okay. Then you strike back with the 2 ghouls 4 times.
Okay, I've got 4 attacks and I'm allowed, I think I'm still allowed to re-roll.
Yeah. Hitting on 3s.
The hits. Okay, 1 re-roll. No. So we've got
1 strength toughness.
2 dead if you don't if you don't manage a 5 plus followed by a 6 plus shield. So 1 is saved and a 6.
2 more down. Okay, let's check the combat result. You killed 3 and are in the bag.
But you've got a rank.
I killed 2, have a rank, so I lost by 2.
No. As you've got most ranks,
I'm steadfast.
You may do your regular or use your regular one.
I managed it. And now on to the Saurus warriors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your army commander is first.
And then the other Saurus, because you always strike last the zombies.
4 attacks.
Okay, 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Ooh, only 2 hits.
Yeah, strength toughness.
Wounding on 2s. Toughness 3.
I've got toughness 3.
So 2 are dead.
Yep.
And then I've got a total of 8 attacks plus 5. So it's 13 attacks in total from the Saurus warriors. Weapon skill 3 versus 1 or something, or 2. It's sitting on 3s. And I forgot also the whole time the predatory special rule because
Okay.
hit roll of 6 will cause 2 additional attacks.
Have they rolled for fear, by the way? Or they haven't? Oh.
Just a moment.
Oh.
2 more attacks, so they can make a fear test, which they pass. Okay, these are my total amount of hits from the Saurus warriors. They've got a strength of 4 versus 3 is 3 plus 2 kill. So 2, 4, 6, 7 more zombies down.
So I'll strike back with
4.
So 1, 2.
Zombies hitting on 5s. Okay, well, not bad. 3 hits. And wounding, I think there is strength of 3 versus 4 is 5s again. Oh, no.
One of them, and you've got a 4 plus followed by a 6 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now I charged in the flank.
Yeah.
Have a rank.
Plus 9.
And killed 9 of them.
Yeah.
And you
But
got
I've
2
got
ranks.
most ranks, so I could
You got
do
2
my
ranks?
normal one.
No, you don't have to roll a leadership test. You
Okay.
just scramble. You have 2 ranks.
Yeah.
So you lose by 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So you lose 10 more.
And one of them.
Okay, we'll clean up the battlefield, I think, and are back with Marcus' 4th turn.
Okay, we're back at the end of my movement phase. Although I haven't moved much, I tried to reform, but I rolled 9. Otherwise, I would have reformed. Okay, let's start the close combat over there.
Your first magic phase.
9, 5 for you, and I'll try to channel. So, let's do 6 dice on Invocation of Nag, hoping for a big miscast. This time, yep, I'm lucky.
Okay, you can refill your unit with D6 plus
6.
10. 10 back.
And I need, I think it's within 6 inches, so the ghouls won't benefit.
But you can put 11 because you gain 1 wound back from successfully casting the spell. So there are 11 zombies, but now you must roll in the miscast table.
Okay. So let's see what happens. 9.
It's the same result as ever. Your energy
I've only got 3 dice left.
is reduced by D6.
I've got
2
2 left. That's great.
And you've got a strength fix it.
Strength toughness. Yep. So it's a 1 wound. And then I will spend the last 2 dice trying to do Dance Macabre once more. 5, 7, 9.
Successfully cast. I think you're too far away. No.
But it'll work on my units, so I could...
Maybe it's 12 inch. If you want, you can put it here or to your unit.
No, I put it over there.
Okay.
And...
I think you can remove your wound because it was your 2nd spell.
Okay, so we've got...
That's the end of your magic phase. Because you have no
Let's do
power dice.
the other close combat first. But this time we'll do the fear test first. Okay, fear test for them.
We fear the enemy. Yes,
Yeah.
they fear you. Okay, then my last skink in the bag tries to attack the direwolves.
No, you can attack with 2 because they are shoved together.
No, and the 2 frontmans attack as it
Okay.
moves. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Now my...
But they will only hit on 5s and wound on 5s.
I think the sheer amount of attacks will suffice.
Only 4.
Yeah.
And wounding on 5s. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they are killed completely. That's good news.
And my 3.
And now you can attack with your 3 dire wolves, hitting on 3s.
2 of them. Strength, toughness. Yeah. So 2 should be dead, except you roll a 6. I'm not sure what you have. Just roll.
Scaly skin and shield.
Okay. No, so 2 are dead.
2 are dead.
So it's 2 versus 2. You don't have a rank left.
No, 1 rank left. Because
Okay.
there's 6
Yeah.
at 5. And you had a... Okay, I killed 2.
No.
And have 1 rank. You killed 2 and are in the bag, so you're 1 by 1.
Yeah, but you've got more ranks, so it's your regular leadership once more.
5 up because of stat cost. Oh, brilliantly.
Yeah. And the second close combat,
probably in this close combat, they always hold the...
Probably the last. Yeah, I'll need much more powerful units next time.
Okay.
Because I haven't killed a single one of them. I need either vampire or more, maybe, or maybe.
But I think we discussed it after
powerful
the first
spells.
Okay, so my Scar Veteran first, hitting on 3s.
Yeah, but that's the end anyway.
Okay, so no hit from this Scar Veteran, which is really disappointing. And now for these Saurus warriors.
6 plus 4 is 10.
10 and 5 from the second rank supporting attacks.
No, 1, 2, 3 and the 4 behind them. Because they've got larger bases than mine.
Ah, yeah. I think that's a 2 on this third card attack. Okay, yeah. So 3 more then. Okay, hitting on...
Probably on 3s. Yeah.
1 additional attack. Oh. And wounding on...
Strength 4 versus 3 should be 3s.
3s only.
Oh, that's a lot.
5.
Yeah.
Zombies come.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, you can attack with 3 zombies.
Okay, 3 of them.
Hitting on 5.
4s. Sure. Okay.
Okay, then I'm in the flank, have a rank. Killed 5 zombies.
Yeah.
And you have 1 rank left. So 6 more are
Crumbling
away. 3 and 3. If you want, you can try to reform with the leadership
I'll
test.
try once more. I think it was on 7.
Ooh.
No.
Okay.
It's bad.
And then we'll back. And that's the end of your 4th turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys, that's the end of my 5th turn movement phase. My skinks reformed in order to face the direwolves. My salamander with his last handler moved towards the direwolves. My sorcerer remained in close combat. Only my Scar Veteran swapped position with 1 Saurus warriors. I let him in this position, but so that he can strike in close combat. With which we will start. Obviously I can shoot with my salamander, but I'm not so sure if I would try it because he's only 1 handler left, and if he rolls a misfire again, the handler will be dead for sure. Okay, let's start here. I think the Scar Veteran, which can attack, and 3 of the Saurus warriors. So first of all, the field test, which I managed to pass.
Okay.
Ratio of 8.
Yeah.
Then the Saurus Veteran, weapon skill 5, meaning he will hit on 3s, at least 2 times, and will wound on 2s because of strength 5. Okay, 2, and then 4 attacks from the Saurus warriors. I can re-roll for the 6. Yeah. So 3 hits, but only with strength 4, meaning wounding on 3. So 4 zombies dead in total. And then 1 zombie can strike back.
Oh, this time.
Hitting on 5s, yeah.
I think he'll remain alone.
And failed to wound.
Yeah.
So I think the rest will crumble.
Yeah.
Because I won by
Including
4, 5, 6.
Including, I think, the army commander. Normally, wounds aren't transferred to character models, but in case of them,
If
in
it's
case of
included in
the
a unit,
vampires,
it will crumble.
I think so. Okay, and that's the end of the game.
Yeah,
All of
because
the
you have to
remaining
test
units
for your
have to
dire
roll,
rolls, and I think
if
it
I
doesn't
roll,
make sense.
they don't have that much of
Okay, we'll
leadership.
be back with a short conclusion for the first escalation campaign.
Congrats.
Thank you. Hello guys, I'm so happy. My first game ever played with Lizardmen, and it was a victory. They repelled the invaders at the shores of Lustria, but maybe a few have slipped past them and may reform for our next 500 points battle. So let's see what happens then. But speaking of this battle, I have to say that the Saurus warrior were rather successful. The only drawback, I think, is that they only have initiative of 1, so they literally always strikes last, except against the zombies, which have the special rule always strikes last. And I think I was very lucky concerning these kings, because they lost, I think, 3 times the close combat and managed 3 times to hold position due of their steadfast rule for their rank. So I think maybe if they have fled, then you could have charged me in the back with the ghouls and maybe reversed the tide. It's quite difficult to speculate. And one more unit which was quite nice was my salamander, I think, because of the flamethrower attack, which I think removed a few models from your regiment. But as you have seen, it's a quite risky strategy because of the misfire. And luckily he ate not all 3 of the handlers. Maybe you will see it in the next battles if that happens, what then the monstrous beast will do when the handlers are no longer present. But I really enjoyed the game, and I think the vampire counts, they were a little bit unlucky with their magic spells, I think. They have no offensive spell in order to cause harm.
They're far too weak. They lack either spells or units being able to really harm the temple guard and your army commander. Just told Alex that they're better than the grave guard because they have the same heavy armor save, shield parry, combined with a toughness of 4 and 15 attacks versus my 10 attacks in a squad of 10. So I think not even the death guard or the grave guard will be enough, except for maybe assistance through spells. So I really lack either a vampire or better spells, but in case of a vampire, letting my army commander fight, and I can't afford both because both Necromancer and Vampire are really expensive. So normally...
but I didn't include a King Priest or something like that because at 400 points the Skeleton was exactly 90 points with his equipment.
I think the complete game could have been completely different if I had my normal invocation of Nag, which I always at least trade in, and one
Gaze
offensive, which allows me to cause some strength 4 wounds. Okay.
But maybe in the next battle I have to paint more units for the next battle, at least 100 points in order to fill up, and maybe the Saurus warriors or a new regiment, I don't know for now. But you will see in our next escalation campaign battle. See you next time. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Bye.